Hello, Spanish 2. So this week we are starting a brand new chapter, chapter 9, and it is called Vas en Carro. So it's going to be about things that you see as you're driving around, giving directions, talking about cars and driving, and then you're going to discuss the Pan American Highway. You're going to use the to form of the affirmative commands and the conditional. So if you guys would turn to page 264 with me, I'm going to read 264 and 265. Introducción al tema. Vas en carro. España, un camino rural en La Mancha en España. Showing you a little rural road in Spain. Panamá, el puente de las Américas, se encuentra en las desembarcada del Canal de Panamá y forma parte de la carretera panamericana. Es el puente que une los dos Américas, la América norteña y la América sureña. So this is a big bridge in Panama that unites both of the Americas, so North and South America. Argentina, estos dos turistas jóvenes se bajan de un taxi en Buenos Aires. These two youngsters are getting off of a taxi in Argentina. They are on their way to Buenos Aires. Then 265, España, unos semáforos en la ciudad de Barcelona. Some street lights in Spain, in Barcelona. Venezuela, la Avenida Bolívar en Caracas es una avenida ancha con varios carriles en cada sentido. Como en todas las ciudades, hay mucho tráfico. So, last chapter we learned about calles anchas, and we also learned the word for narrow streets. And so here they're giving you an example of una avenida ancha, which is a very wide street. There's about 6 lanes, if you can see, and it says that with all big streets comes a lot of traffic. So that's what they're portraying for you there. España, esta gasolinera en Estepona ofrece un servicio excelente a los dueños de mascotas. Un lugar donde pueden lavar su perro mientras llenan de gasolina el tanque de su coche. So in Spain, they have a really cool feature at their gasoline stations. They're telling you that in the city of Estepona, that they have a dog wash or a pet wash for your pets. You are able to wash your pet while you're getting your gas tank filled up. Pretty cool. Ecuador, si uno no tiene carro y no quiere tomar el bus, puede tomar un taxi. So in Ecuador, if you don't want to take the bus and you don't have a car, your option is a taxi. Turn the page to 266, and I'm going to read to you guys the vocabulary on 266 and 267. It's called en la carretera. These are things that you're going to find on the highway, on the freeway, on the streets. At the top, la garrita or la cabina de viaje. And so it's kind of like a toll. A lot of Hispanic countries have this like toll type thing. There's not really an option, so it's not exactly a toll, but as you're driving through the roads, you've got to pay as you go. So again, there's not really an alternate route for you to choose. It's just part of, as you're driving through the route in certain cities, you've got to pay to be on the roads. And this just provides the ability for them as a country, as a city, to maintain those roads really well, to keep them up as much as they need. So that's what that money goes towards. Then el rótulo, that's a sign. La autopista, la autovía, the freeway, another way to call it. Una línea continua, that's a continuing line. El carril, that is a lane. La velocidad máxima. So you'll see it says 68 kilometers. So the absolute maximum that you can drive on those roads, that's what it's telling you. Máxima is maximum. El arcen, el acotamiento. En la carretera nacional hay solo un carril en cada sentido. Está prohibido pasar, adelantar o rebasar otro carro cuando hay una línea continua. Hay que quedarse en su carril. So, in the national highway, there is only one lane per side. and it is against the law to use the opposing lane to pass any other cars, is what they're telling you. Then they have a little conversation. It says, para conversar, Carolina paga el peaje. Después de pagar el peaje, sal de la autopista en la próxima salida. So she pays the toll or the stop, and then after that, she goes ahead and exits at the next, the best way to call it is peaje. So she has one peaje, she pays, and then at the next one is where she exited. Next conversation, yo tomaría la autopista porque llegaríamos en menos tiempo. Yo la tomaría también, pero José no. Él no pagaría el peaje. Es muy tacaño. So they're just talking back and forth about how one of the friends would go ahead and pay the toll road, and because he'd get there in sooner time. The other friend is telling him that he would not because it's not worth it to him. So just to clarify, there are some Latin American countries that you just have to pay regardless. Here in this conversation, they are talking about it in a sense of paying for the toll road in order to be able to get somewhere faster. But in general, in Latin American countries, there are some types of tolls that you pay regardless because that's the only way to get to your destinations. Next, on page 267, it's called En la ciudad, una calle de sentido único. So that means a one-way street. La luz roja, that's a red light. Al llegar a una boca calle, donde se cruzan dos calles, debes reducir la velocidad. Debes ir más despacio. So when you get to a type of fork in the road or a stop, you have to see where people are crossing. To reduce your speed, you need to go slower. Para conversar. Mira, hay una luz roja. Párate. El parabrisas. It's showing you that that's the windshield wiper. El parquímetro. That is a parking station or a meter. Una moneda. That's a coin. Mete una moneda en el parquímetro. Te saldría un ticket. Pon el ticket en la parabrisas. Ten cuidado. Si no metes el ticket, te clavarán darán una multa. So they're telling you, go ahead, pay for your parking meter, get your ticket, put it on your windshield wiper. If you don't, your car will get towed. Pidiendo direcciones. This is how to ask for directions. El plano de la ciudad. Derecho, right, una cuadra, una manzana. Una cuadra is a block. Para llegar al Hotel Condes de Barcelona, da la vuelta. Sigue derecho 2 cuadras. En el segundo cruce, la segunda boca calle, dobla a la izquierda. A 100 metros, verás el Hotel Condes de Barcelona. So they're telling you directions on how to get to the Hotel Condes that's in Barcelona. So you're going to make a right. You're going to go straight for 2 blocks. And then at the second street light, you are going to go to the left. For 100 meters, you're going to walk, and then you will see Hotel Condes de Barcelona. Okay, so after this, you guys are going to go ahead and do some activities on page 268. You guys are going to do 2 and 3 on page 268. Go ahead and get those filled out. Send them over to me by email or homework drop. I hope this was helpful, and hopefully it was easy to understand. I look forward to seeing your guys' responses. See you guys later.